You ready? Three, two, one.
Yo, what up, everybody? My name is Jay,
And I'm Boy.
and we're
And this is
here.
Crapper's Delight.
Yeah, we're here talking shit.
The
And we
shit
got
talk
all
central.
the shit stories that you can think of.
Oh my gosh. So we tried to record the other day and the mics were off.
Yeah, totally.
It was not going right.
No,
We
no.
got it. Jay took it in upon himself to fucking get this fucking going.
Yeah, bro. Had to
Thank you,
friggin',
Jay.
if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it right,
Yeah, man.
That's
I don't want
up.
to hear any bitching and complaining. Oh, it's so quiet. It's so loud and so quiet. At the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
time.
Good,
Fuck
man.
you. How about that?
But dude,
Um,
do you have any embarrassing shit stories that
uh,
involve like dates?
oh, okay. Okay. Not okay. It wasn't a date.
All right.
I was already seeing this girl,
Yeah.
right? And we were like boyfriend and girlfriend for years already. So like I was already going by her house and obviously unbeknownst to her parents. But there was one time where I was out at her house and her brother and sister were there and I was like, okay, just chilling out with them and we were in the basement. And then all of a sudden we hear the door open and we're like, oh shit, your fucking parents are home, right? So I'm like, okay, I gotta hide, right? So
Yeah.
hide. I'm kind of squished in between the bed's like
Yeah.
this narrow of a place right beside the wall.
Yeah.
And then and then time goes on. She's my ex is like, okay, just stay here. Like they'll go upstairs eventually, like But on this day, for some whatever reason, they're talky fucking McChats over
Yeah.
here. Fucking, they wouldn't stop. Like they were just like talking, and here I am sweating, and all of a sudden, like I guess the nerves of the situation was just getting to me. So like my
Yeah.
fucking stomach starts bubbling. It
Okay.
just starts brewing. Churning and turning, and I can feel. Oh my god, I gotta fucking shit right now, like. And Jay, like you know this, like like about me.
Yeah.
When I have to shit, like it's pretty immediate, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
imagine me, like I can't hold it, and I have to hold it.
Yeah.
It's just even worse. I don't know, like it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm in fucking the danger zone, right? We're redlining. And and I'm like, babe, I gotta take a shit. And she's like, what? Like, there's no washroom down here. I'm like, fuck. Okay, get me a plastic bag.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shit in this plastic bag, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, she's like, this is like, I haven't even like shit in front of her. So this is like going for like a fucking, like a pass in football, but I'm fucking throwing a Hail fucking Mary, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is like, like, fuck, she hasn't seen my bare ass. I don't even think. So, fuck, I end up like, pulling trowel,
Yeah.
and she's in the room, by mind you, like she hasn't left.
Yeah.
Like she's right there, and I pull down my pants, and I'm like, all you hear is like, the sound of like plastic, like
Oh God.
like the like, here I got a piece of plastic. It's like,
You can't even hear it. You can't hear it.
oh, you can't hear it.
No. No, you can't. You can't hear it, dude.
Ah,
I think
anyways, it's like my
Yeah.
shit is just hitting the bottom of this bag. I'm praying to God it doesn't break because the shit's gonna be spilled all on the floor, right?
Yeah.
And then like it was solid for the first little bit, and then I guess the nerves kind of like liquefied the end of it.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
was just like a soupy mess of shit, right? And it
God.
fucking reeked.
Oh.
It smelled so fucking bad, right? I guess again it was like the nerves made
Yeah, dude.
shit smell worse, right?
Yeah.
But then we had this fucking stupid idea to fucking put baby cologne on the fucking thing because we're like, fuck, it stinks so bad. The It was so fucking terrible. Like it smelled like shit and baby cologne.
Oh
So
my
like
god.
it was hot
Ah.
shit, and then baby cologne to sting your nostrils. Oh, it
Oh
was
my
just
god,
fucking. I
dude.
wanted to
Where
puke. I was like,
where did you put the baby cologne? Like, was it on
like we
yourselves or
fucking
like
sprayed it on the fucking shit, right? Like I wiped up and like
it's
everything was in the
gross?
bag, but we were like, yo, this stinks. And we fucking pour a fucking half a bottle of baby cologne onto
Yeah.
this fucking thing, and I'm like, everyone's retching and gagging. I'm like,
God.
they're gonna know that they're gonna know that I'm here, right? There's smell. Why
Yeah.
would like they're gonna investigate the shit smell? So I'm like, okay,
Exactly.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. So like like I edge up close to like the wall, fucking MacGyver, and like I hear them finally go upstairs, and I fucking ran to the door, and I I don't think this is how it went, but I remember just like fucking yeah, fucking throwing my bag of shit. Like I don't even know where it landed, but like I
Yeah.
just fucking ran out the house, like fucking just boogied it, and I was like, holy fuck, I just made out with my like alive. And then I'm pretty sure that like her her parents came downstairs and were like, man, it smells like shit. Did someone
Oh.
fart? It smells like shit. And baby cologne. What the fuck did you guys do down here?
Merites, is that your poet? Is that-
It's hot. Your shit is hot.
That's
Someone
fucking
poo on the
gross.
floor.
Yeah, man. That's so gross,
Oh,
dude.
that is so
That's pretty bad, man. Yo, friggin' for mine, man. Like, I just started dating like my wife. You know, like we dated a long time ago, but then we got reconnected, and then we were dating just in the beginning again. So I pretty much know some of her family, but never really met them and formally like hung out with them. So she's like, "Oh, we got to go to my brother's place. They're doing a party there, so let's just all go." And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, like let's go over to the house and let's pay a visit and say hi, right? So this is my first time like seeing them and meeting them again. You know, since like I don't know how many years back. So then I'm like sitting there with them and I'm like, oh yeah, great party, whatever. And then all of a sudden I get that rumbling. I'm like, oh fuck, like man, my stomach just doesn't feel right. Like something's not good, man. And then I'm like, I gotta use the washroom. Like, where's the washroom? So someone points me in the direction. Oh, the washroom there, whatever. So I go to the washroom and I'm like, oh man. And then all of a sudden, just like downpour, just like just all coming out. It's all wet. And I'm like, oh God. And I'm like, man. So then, I do the like flush, turn around and flush. And I just like this. And nothing is fucking
Oh.
going down. And I'm like, oh my God. And I try again. I just like this. I'm like, oh my God. The toilet won't flush. I'm like, what the hell do I do? And then all of a sudden, I pressed it one more time. Then all of a sudden, all you see is the water goes slowly down. Then all of a sudden goes, and all starts coming out, and it just starts spewing from the top of the fucking thing, overflowing the brim. All you see is my shit and water coming out of the toilet bowl, and then start floating onto the floor. And I'm like sitting there, like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And then I quietly come out of the washroom. I go downstairs and I'm like, babe, like, do they have another washroom or something? They're like, she's like, no, that's the only washroom. That's the only washroom they have. And I'm like, oh my God, there's like 13, 14 people in this freaking house. And if someone needs to use a washroom, they're going to see this. I'm like, oh my God. And again, like, we haven't been together for so long. And, again, I even think at that point in our relationship, we haven't even like heard each other poo or like, anything like that. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, babe, I'm so sorry, but can you come upstairs with me? Then she follows me upstairs and then she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I clogged the fucking toilet. And I'm like, and everything is leaking over. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, is there any way you can help me? She's like, oh my God. And then dude, like, this is how much like I love my wife. Like she freaking like asked her brother, do you have a plunger? And he's like, yeah. And then he gave her a plunger and she fucking started like plunging my shit, like just in the toilet, doing this again. Like this is the first time we've been together for so long, and she's doing it.
Like,
Oh, dude, I'm standing there watching, and I'm just like a nervous wreck. I'm like, oh my God, like that's it, like we're done. you know. But she friggin' ended up like unclogging the whole thing, and everything was cleaned up. And I was just like, oh my god! And like some of her family knew, but not all of them. And I was just embarrassed the whole night. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. There's no way.
Little do they know, like that was just like the tip of the iceberg with you and
Yeah,
shit story.
exactly, exactly. They're like, oh, you can't top that.
Oh, yes, we can.
You just wait.
Oh yeah. Okay. I have a question.
Sure.
What is the, like, just off the top of your head? Not, it doesn't have to be necessarily the earliest shit story that you have, but like, what was one that you, off the top of the head, the earliest,
Very, very
youngest?
first time that I remember would be in junior kindergarten. And I had to go crap, but I didn't want to tell anyone that I wanted to go crap because I was so embarrassed. Right. And I'm just like, this is like early 80s, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if the year has anything to do with it, but I was like, oh man, I got to poo, but I don't want anyone to know. So then I just sat there and I was just like this, and just all of it
Yeah.
coming out of my butt while I was like sitting on the circle rug, just quiet. Just,
Did you slowly like rise up because you're like the shit's piling up
it's
against
like
underneath
just
you,
doing
like
this, like it's like, why is he
oh
sitting up?
fuck.
Yeah, dude. And then the teacher's like, "Are you okay?" And then all I remember is like them calling my parents, telling them, "Can you come to the school and bring some extra clothes for your son?"
And then like, you know what I don't know if if this is what happened to you, but like I swear to God, like fucking immigrant parents, like they'll fucking get mad at you for
Yeah,
shitting your pants.
yeah,
Like, and like it's as if you don't feel bad enough, the
yeah.
fact that you're sitting in your
Yeah,
filth.
in your own filth. And then not even that. Now you
And
got to
embarrassed.
live with this embarrassment with all these
Yeah.
kids that you're going to grow up with. Lucky enough, I was
Hey,
fortunate. We ended up moving, right? So I only stayed there till like grade 4, and then we actually moved. So I was like, they'll never remember this story.
and then 10 years later, you say, "Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
Shitty Pants Jay, what's up, man?
SP. SP.
Hey, man, shit pants. What's up, brother? You
Yeah,
still got
dude.
shit in your pants? Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks a lot. We made a podcast
Oh
about
fuck.
it. How about yours, man? What was your earliest?
Okay, so mine. Okay, so my uncle, he used to live with us, and he was like, one day he was like, "Oh boy, let's. Do you want to go to the corner store? I gotta go pick something up." And I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, yeah." So we start walking to the corner store, and then we finally get there, and it's a little ways away, like it's about a 10-minute walk, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay, well, get what you like. Go look around, get what you want. I gotta do some stuff. I don't know, I think he was like doing a lottery or something like that, right?"
Yeah.
And then he's doing his thing, and then all of a sudden, I pull on his pant leg. Dad, what? He's like, what? What's going on? He's like, I have to poo. Right?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna get. Let me just finish here. We're gonna go now. Okay. And then so he's doing it like he's speeding up whatever he's doing, whatever.
Yeah.
Pulling his pant leg again. Dad. Okay, yeah, we're going now. What do you want?
Yeah.
I already pooed.
It's too late.
He's like, what? Turns me around. It's fucking.
Uh.
I don't know. I had like light colored like pants on. I think they were like heather gray jogging pants.
Yeah.
The shit, like the brown shit, came through the pant. Like you could see it, right? Like I was holding up that, like I wasn't wearing a diaper.
Yeah.
And it looked like I fucking slipped in mud, right?
Oh my God, dude.
He's like, oh fuck, shit, like, get him home, right? Like, and like when like you have to take a shit, right? And
Yeah.
like you kind of walk with your like your
Yeah.
ass, like
Yeah. Yeah.
ass is like you're trying to not touch your
Yeah. You don't want your
shit.
butt
Even though
to touch it, but it's already touching
it's-
it. But it's just, you know,
it's already
yeah.
it's smeared all over
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
But I remember we're walking home, speed walking home, and then like this like two little girls like, that guy's pooing his butt. I fucking died inside. I was like, oh
fuck.
no, no, they're gonna know. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows. Yeah.
Fucking crying,
That's
man.
the
Oh,
worst. Oh
shit.
my God, dude.
So good.
Oh my God.
So good.
Dude, yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
No, I was just gonna say, like, just shit stories are just fucking the worst, man. Like, it's just the embarrassment, like that whole like, it's like the embarrassment, but also like the disappointment in yourself. You're just like, like how could this be, man? Like for me, like there was one time where I just felt so disappointed in myself after doing it. Mind you, I always feel disappointed in myself doing it because I can't hold it. But mind, this was really bad because there's a time when my eldest daughter, she was like really young, just like a baby, and we had to drive my wife to work. So it's my wife and my baby and myself. We're just driving down the street, and at the time she used to work at a mall. So I'm driving around like this little corridor thing, like this little driveway that curls around and gets you under a bridge and then takes you to a mall, gets out, and I'm like, oh my God, like I gotta take a crap, but we have a baby. Like by the time you unbuckle the baby, get them out of the car seat, put them in the stroller, push them down into the mall, get to the washroom. Like, no, like that's not happening. Like at that moment, I was just like, I gotta go. Like it's happening. Like maybe I can, like the best scenario I had was maybe I can make it all the way home. Fuck it. I'm gonna make it all the way home. I'm like, okay, bye babe. I gotta go. So we start fucking bolting down the road. We start turning around, whatever, driving. And all of a sudden I just feel it. I'm like, oh my God, like I gotta poo. And then I did one of these things where I'm driving like this. And then all of a sudden I do a turn to look at my daughter like don't judge me. Like, don't judge your dad, please. Again, she's just a baby. And all of a sudden I was just like, oh, and I was doing the whole rise thing too. Like I'm driving, but I'm like going like this, holding up so that I don't like squish it more. And the poo's just coming out, the shit's just coming out. I'm like, oh my God, it's coming. And then I turn back and I look at my daughter. My daughter's face is like, because I had the windows open and the wind was blowing back to her, and she's sitting in the back seat like
Eating it, eating biscuits and fucking farts. Biscuits and
and then on top of that, because I'm driving and I'm like, man, I feel so uncomfortable with this shit. So I fucking like, I don't know if you've ever tried this, but still driving, okay, so still driving, and then slowly taking off my PJs because I was wearing PJ pants, and again I'm hovering like this and doing that, and I'm taking it off one leg at a time, trying not to let the poo fall out of the underwear and start rolling into the car. So I take off my pants and slowly take off the underwear, and like I don't know how, but I somehow got it with minimal shit on my legs. And then if I can put it in a plastic bag, and the same thing like you were saying earlier, fucking went like this, whipped it right out the fucking window as I'm driving, and you see it hit the fucking, you see it just fucking splattered off the road and just, I was like, I'm gone.
Oh fuck, man. So like that reminds me of like one of the times where I had to shit on the road, right? Like this is fucking bad, man. So I was like with my I was going to a buddy's party, right?
Yeah.
And I had the genius idea. I was like, oh fuck, it's a little bit later. I think I'm gonna get ice cap, right? So I'm like, okay. So I order ice cap, and I'm like drinking it. It's delicious, man. And like I'm driving down. He lives downtown.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck, like, is this? I think there's something wrong with this cream or something.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of off, right? But I still keep on drinking it because I'm like, fuck it, I paid for this shit, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, fuck, it's starting to turn my stomach around. Oh shit. Yeah, I think I can make it. Like it's not that far. Like like I was already like three quarters of the way.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know where I was?
Where's that?
I was at Parkland.
Okay.
So I didn't exit Parkland because like the next stop is Jameson, right?
Yeah.
And it's not very far.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not that far from his house, and it wasn't like, it was like kind of that. It wasn't even turtling. It just, my stomach was turning, so I was like, okay, I can make it, right?
Yeah.
And like Parkland to Jameson is not. It's like 2 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 2 to 4 kilometers, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Unless there's fucking traffic.
That's what I was about to say next. Unless there's traffic, then it's a fucking half hour, bro.
My God! As soon as I got past the fork, there's a hill.
Yeah.
You see fucking red lights, and I'm like, oh my God.
That's the fucking worst.
Right. And so like, you know, 2 minutes go, and I'm like, whew, I'm ready. I'm ready. Right? 4 minutes go. Oh God damn it, man. And we're just, like we're crawling. We're still
Yeah.
moving. Mind you, dude, this is what's fucked up. I wasn't even using my car. I was using Michelle's.
Oh no.
So I'm like 10 minutes go by, and I'm at that point. Same point as you.
Yeah.
Arched back.
Yeah.
Don't want to touch the, because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like I was
Yeah.
already my fucking sphincter was pulsing. It was puckering. It was like I'm ready to go. right. So, and I don't know what it is about. Like for me, I don't know if you experience this, but like when I hold in my shit, it makes me want to shit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like like holding in my shit makes it
Yeah.
more emergent. I don't know what it is.
It's that pressure. I think it's that pressure. When you add more pressure in this situation, like you're sweating thinking about, I cannot let this shit out. Like I gotta hold it. But then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
like I'm being forced. Right. And you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God. Like that's the worst, man. That's the worst. And I think it's just that pressure that adds to it, man.
So, needless to say, I'm already arched back, like I said, lean back, gangster lean, shit gangster lean, and I'm like, okay, fuck, okay, I have limited options in this situation.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I either pull over the side of the road, which I can't really because
You're
we're
on
in
the highway.
traffic.
Yeah. And you're on the highway.
On a major highway.
Yeah. And
right?
even that
And
highway
you know
itself,
how
the lanes are so
shoulders
small. Yeah, the shoulders are
yeah,
so small. You
there's-
have like nowhere to. You have no room.
basically no shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, can't do that. Okay. Here's what I figured. I figured, let me just release the pressure valve just a little bit. Maybe go from 90 to like an 87,
Yeah.
86.
Yeah.
Drop a little Duke in the pants, not enough that will soak through or like push out through a leg hole or like come up my back or anything. Like just to release the pressure. Just like maybe there's a little bit of fart on the tail end of that, and it could release some of the pressure until I get to the thing. Because I was already at this point, I was already kind of close to the exit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool, right? Here we go, right? I'm like, it was like a fucking, it was like a fucking jet, like it was like
a squirt, like a
right? It wasn't a squirt. It was like more like a fucking like okay, like how do I explain it?
It was a solid. It was a solid.
What it felt. Yeah, it was like
fuck.
it was just pretty solid.
Yeah.
But it felt like a lemon. You know, like like how it goes skinny and it goes fat and it goes back to skinny because it's like you're pinched out a fucking. What I picture in my mind is a lemon, right? Like skinny fucking thing. Right? I got this hunk in my fucking my underwear, right? And I'm still arched back, still leaned back, dude. And then, dude, fucking Jameson exit was closed too.
Oh no! So you gotta go all the way to Spadina,
so
bro.
I am screaming like I am fucking at the top of my lungs. You stupid fucking idiot! Why did you buy a goddamn ice cap? Why did you not exit when you? What the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like,
oh, dude.
I'm done for. I'm gonna shit. The whole shit's coming out, right?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this, man. I was like, you know what? This is an emergency.
Yeah.
If a fucking police officer stops me for whatever reason,
I had to shit.
I'm gonna make him pat me down and then fucking grab the shit in my ass.
What's this, boy?
What is that? What is this?
What
What
is
is this weapon? Right? So I fucking take the shoulder and I'm fucking driving so dangerously because I'm arched back, right? Lean back, trying to hold the shit in my fucking thing, and I'm
Oh my god.
I fucking floored on the fucking thing. Finally get off, and like I was like, I kid you not, I was maybe 15 seconds from taking a shit, like full, like unloading the whole crap, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up, I couldn't, I had to go somewhere right away, and I turned off into this condominium,
Yeah.
and this is on Spadina. I'm pretty sure it was like, anyways. So I turned in, and I'm like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do? Right? I shit in my ass. I can't go inside, try to find a fucking washroom. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go behind this dumpster, right? So I fucking, I have to like crawl, like you know how you crawl with your stomach belly
Yeah.
down. I had to crawl like like a fucking like a horror movie, like
Yeah.
with my back towards the ground, out of the car and towards the fucking dumpster.
Oh fuck.
And I fucking,
Oh my god.
it was a fucking massacre.
Dude, that's the worst.
My shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so my shit, like I ended up shitting on the side of the dumpster.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
my shit stuck to the dumpster. That's the velocity that in which that shit came out of my ass. It literally like fucking piled up on the side of the dumpster and stuck there.
Oh my god.
One big pile of shit.
Holy fuck, dude.
I look back at it, I was like, what the fuck? And thank God too,
Yeah.
after that, Michelle we had just bought like baby wipes to have
Yeah.
in the car for her
Oh,
hands,
God.
and, for to clean
That's
up.
a savior.
I
That's
used
key,
the
bro.
whole fucking thing. I
Yeah,
used the
yeah.
whole thing, threw my underwear out.
Yeah.
Like you see a pile of like shitty fucking shitty tissues or whatever, like baby wipes.
Yeah.
You see my underwear's fucking like
Fuck.
like destroyed. You see the fucking shit on the side of the fucking dumpster, and then
Oh my god.
then
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god. dude.
I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good to go to this party now. So I end up going to the party after no underwear, and I went because I had to wash my hands, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
but
Okay,
the
that's the
thing
best
was, like,
place.
but the thing was, right? Like when I got to the party, I was like, like when you go to a party, it's like, it's right away you're seeing people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're
Like, hey,
yo, what
yo,
up,
what's
boy?
up?
And I'm like about to dap him up, right? I was like, and I was
Yeah,
like, whoa, fuck, okay, just do this, man. Yeah,
Your
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
elbows, like, yeah, yeah, what up?
I'm sticking in the car. I gotta wash my hands. Hold on, man. Fucking elbows. And I was like, oh, holy fuck, man.
That's so
It was-
fucked,
yeah.
dude. Dude, that's you going eastbound to Toronto. So I'm fucking leaving Toronto, right? Same fucking like highway. I'm fucking driving going west, and then I'm like, oh my god, like I'm right by Kipling. I'm like, holy fuck, like I can't fucking hold it. Like I can't, like I need to fucking go. Like I need to fucking go now. So I'm like, fuck it, man. So I pull off of fucking the highway, and again, because leaving the downtown core during rush hour, it's like fucking like you said, like it's like you're not moving, right? So it's just fucking inch by inch, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm sweating, and I'm like, oh, I gotta take a shit, man. I gotta take a shit. And then all of a sudden, like I get to like a parking lot. And this is when I drove like my van, right? So it's a big enough space, right? And again, I had wipes because I always carry wipes in the car too, just for that event. Fucking, I'm like, oh my god! Like I get into the fucking parking lot. I think it was like I don't know if it was by Metro or something. But it was like by some like grocery store, and I'm like, fuck it. And I just go to the back of my fucking van. I fucking whip out, like, take off my pants, find a plastic bag. I carry like spare. So in my van, I have this emergency kit where I have wipes, like 4 plastic bags, and then on top of that, I carry like extra underwear. So I have like 2 pairs of extra underwear, right? In the event something like this happens, right? I fucking go to the back seat, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta fucking go. And I put the bag on my ass, and then just fucking like sitting there, and all of a sudden, like just coming my like fire. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm just like screaming, and then I'm like, fuck, and then I throw the fucking bag out, and I'm like, fucking, yo, that was fucking sick. Like that's probably the cleanest time I've ever had in a fucking vehicle where I had to take a shit. and I fucking
Yeah.
covered all my base. And I
Yeah.
fucking I go like this to touch the fucking the seat. The shit all over the fucking sheet or the seat, and like on the fucking carpet in the fucking van. And I'm like,
You missed it.
no, there's a fucking hole in the fucking bag, and the fucking shit fucking went out in the fucking hole, and it went all over the fucking seat. Because when I was holding the bag, I was like, "Oh, it's pretty light." Because like some of the shit went inside the fucking bag. And I was like, "Oh, sick." And then fucking all of a sudden, I look at the bag. I'm like, "Oh, there's a fucking hole, bro." So I had to wait. I had to drive in the fucking van. Smells like fucking shit. I wait. I got home and I fucking grabbed all the fucking like Resolve and like fucking OxyClean and all this shit. I was fucking desanitizing everything. But dude, like there's like shit everywhere in the back seat, man. But it was nice. Wow. The thought was nice that I did it. I was like, oh, I did it.
Like, I figured this out, man.
Yeah, man.
I figured this out. Man.
I was like, I got one up. I was patting myself.
Shit, fuck. Dude, there's one like hack.
Yeah.
Not I guess not hack, but like if you don't want to keep underwear, because like, you know, like I have like a lot of underwear, right? But like it's like it's for the week, right? Like I don't want to, like, you know, like I don't want to lose my supply, right?
Yeah.
You can you can carry you know, Depends. You know,
the adult diapers, yeah.
adult diapers, right?
Yeah.
And you can, like, you just shit in them. You know,
yeah, dude.
If you have the like the mental fortitude to like, okay,
yeah.
I can hold it until I change it to the Depends.
Yeah.
Get into the Depends, and then just, like, you know, get rid of the Depends.
Yeah.
So it's not, like, you know what I mean? Because like,
yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a key thing. Maybe I'll invest. But it's been a while since I've had that, man. Lately, though, what I've been having is like you ever have those like where your stomach is just bumping? You're like, oh fuck, man, I gotta take a shit, and then you get to the toilet, like, and then you're like nothing fucking comes out, and you're like, what the like. I was fucking like in so much pain in my ass, and my stomach was like hurting so bad that you know, I wanted to take a shit, but then when you get there, it's just like you're almost like fucking impotent, but in your fucking asshole, like nothing comes out, and it's like then I would leave the toilet and start walking, thinking, okay, I guess I'm okay, and then as like the furthest distance I am from any fucking washroom, all of a sudden just fucking kicks in, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I gotta go, and then fucking I'm just running back to the fucking washroom. I was just trying to fucking like take a shit, you know, like that's the fucking problem I'm having now, man.
Like but you're actually going.
Eventually, yeah, like the second time around, yeah. But like when I'm there and I have the opportunity and like there's time that you can like sit and wait, like fucking nothing, man. It's just like, what the fuck?
It's like, I feel like a, you know, like, what's that called? Shy, like shy bladder. You have a shy anus.
Yeah, exactly.
Shy anus.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
shy anus.
That sounds like a dish at a Mediterranean.
Yeah, exactly. I'll have the shy anus.
Shy anus. Oh, we have a little plate of shy anus.
Fuck, dude. Yo, dude. So let's say you're in a washroom. Okay, you go to the washroom, and you know, like one of the stalls is taken, but there's a handicap washroom. You using it?
Oh fuck yeah!
You freaking kidding me? Eh?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hey man, when it comes to me taking a shit, I'm handicapped, man.
Yeah.
Like it is one of my handicaps that I have to shit. And it is an Okay. Here's a situation. If I don't use the fucking handicap stall, I'm shitting on the floor. So you better let me use the handicap.
You pick one.
you choose, or I'll fucking do it in the fucking
urinal. Exactly. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like either way, something's getting shit on. So like you can wait. And I'm a very fast shitter. Like
you're lucky, dude.
I'm like,
I
only sit on the toilet when I want to fucking scroll on social media.
Yeah.
My shit's done in like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even. Yeah. No, like probably 2 minutes. Like I'm like in and out, zoom.
Oh fuck, dude! I wish. I wish.
Yeah, but it's like, so like I don't think anyone in the, like any handicapped person would mind if I went. It doesn't matter.
So let's
Like
say this
to
then.
me,
Okay. So another routine. Say there's 4 stalls. Okay.
okay,
And stall number 1 and stall number. Oh no. Say there's 5 stalls. Okay.
okay.
Stall number 1 and stall number 5 are fucking taken. Are you going in the middle, like directly in the middle, so it's not near anyone?
Oh, number 1 and stall number 5.
Yeah. And number 3. So
so
would you go to number 3 to
yeah,
avoid
you're proposing
like
like
space?
the.
Like you want that little
Yeah,
space in
yeah,
between, right? Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
It's not for like anything of like, well, there's always that fear of like like the phone camera coming up above the fucking stall or below.
That's your fear,
right?
yeah?
I mean, it's not a fear. I don't give a shit. If you're
Okay,
gonna fucking
okay.
if you're a pervert enough to fucking videotape me while taking a shit,
Yeah.
like fuck, have the film. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
We're doing a podcast of shitting. Like
Yeah, exactly.
you
There's no
think
shame. There's no
even
shame
care.
at this point.
There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
shame in it,
Yeah.
right? So it's like it's not a fear. It's just like there's always that like in the back of my mind. I'm like, what if there's like some fucking guy who's gonna jerk off to me, fucking taking a shit, fucking wincing in pain from this fucking
Yeah.
fucking Lincoln log in my ass.
But let's say
I would go in the middle.
yeah.
I would go in the middle because it's the smell buffer.
Yeah.
Like you have a one open stall of like air that will
Yeah.
hopefully, but I mean it's not gonna do much. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Every washroom I've ever been in, like
can
apart
smell
from it not being soiled, it smelled like shit, right?
Yeah,
As
exactly.
soon as someone takes a shit in a washroom, it smells like shit. In
Yeah,
the washroom,
exactly.
right?
But let's just say here, we'll throw a fucking wrench into it all, okay? So let's just say number 1 and then number 5, and then you have number 3. But number 3, someone just freshly got out from taking a shit, right? So they just took a shit, a nice fucking steamer, and it's fucking like you walk in and you can feel that warmth. You ever feel that warmth after someone just took a shit? And it's like, and let's just say even to add it even worse, it's like at a swimming pool, right? You just went swimming and like, when you go in the change room and it's like hot, like misty, and there's like that fucking moistness in the fucking air. And like, now you got to go to the washroom.
It's like the negative of like it's like the opposite of like a ghost.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get chills. You get the spirit of the shit and it gives you hot. It gives you heat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So what are you doing? You going to number 2, 4, like those empty ones, but now you're beside someone, or are you going in number 3 still, even though someone just
I don't
freshly
mind being
came out?
beside. I don't mind being beside somebody. I think
Oh, for
I think
real?
it would have to do more with the smell
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like the fresh stall might be less potent.
Yeah.
I think the smell is what kind of will make me. But then again, right? Like the guy, now you're sandwiched between two
Yeah.
guys shitting.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I still think that if I was in a freshly baked stall,
Yeah.
then it would be worse than me in a stall that had no
Nobody.
shit.
But you're beside
Yeah.
some fucking dude.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck! I'll fucking hold that guy's hand, man. While fucking go through the swings of things. What about you?
Ah, dude, honestly, man, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to take the empty one, man. I can't go into
Yeah.
someone's fresh hot shit. Like I did that once where we were somewhere. I think we were at a beach somewhere, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta take a shit. So I just took a fucking massive shit. But all the stalls were like fucking packed, and like when there's a fucking lineup, and like it's bad if there's a lineup of dudes waiting for washroom, right? Like, 'cause it never rarely happens. The fucking at this beach, there was such a long lineup, and people were waiting. And this fucking little kid had to come in right after me because I opened the stall. I'm the only one getting out. Everyone else is still doing their business. So this kid fucking like walks in, and he's just like, gross. And I just walk away. I'm like, enjoy my ambiance.
Does it taste good? Nutty. It's got a nutty bouquet. Like,
That's the
yo, have you okay?
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced this phenomenon where like you go into a stall,
Yeah.
someone has freshly shit into,
Okay.
right? And then you left, and then a person came in thinking that it was your shit.
Oh, dude.
Like that made this.
Dude, That's my paranoia all the time. I don't even have to, like, you're just in the washroom. Like, if, like, there's
Yeah.
times where I'm in the
Just
washroom, like at my work, there's only a one stall, like men's room, and then there's two urinals, right?
yeah.
So I'm in there taking a piss. There's a guy taking a shit. And what I try to do every fucking time, doesn't matter, even that work washroom or anywhere I go, if I know there's people taking a shit, I try to fucking piss as fast as I can and get the fuck out, because I don't want to be in there still. And while that guy leaves, the guy that's taking a shit, he leaves, and then I'm stuck by myself. Like, that wasn't me, man. That wasn't me. I didn't do that.
You know what? This is like the sadistic part of my brain. Fuck, it's funny to me. It's so fucking funny to me that the fact, because like I'll make a joke, and I know that they probably think it's me,
Yeah, yeah.
right? But I'll be like, yo, man, just, it wasn't me, but fuck, I'm sorry for that person. I apologize for that person.
Yeah,
who did that
exactly.
shit before
Ah,
me.
see,
You know what I
there
mean?
you go.
Like,
Yeah, at
I'll
least
crack a
you
joke.
loosen the tension, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, those hot shits are like, you know,
That's the
like
fucking worst.
I think we were talking about this before too. Do you think that there's like when you go into a situation like that where like you walk into a wash, like a stall where like someone's freshly taking a shit, do you think that there's a smell that like clings to your body? Because like, you know, like anytime you go to
Yeah.
like a, you know, like a Korean barbecue restaurant, you smell like Korean barbecue. Anytime
Yeah.
you go to like your grandma's house, you smell like her food. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly. You smell like the
Do
oolong
you
and shit.
think that there's
Yeah, dude. I think there's just remnants like of it that still like lingers when you're like leaving. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like whenever, you know, someone smokes a cigarette, right? Like if you smoke a cigarette, that, and even if
Yeah.
you're standing in the vicinity of someone smoking a cigarette, that smoke kind of like attaches onto you, right? Like, and I don't know, man. Like, I don't like. And again, I think if you're not using a bidet, it's even worse because you still have those things on you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I don't care how well you think you wipe without a bidet, like you're not clean, you know? Like there's this video of this comedian that I saw where he's like saying like, yeah, he's like, you know, anyone that says that they're clean after wiping their ass with just tissue is like, you know, let me just wipe shit in your hair, right? Let me put shit in your hair and then I'll take a tissue and just go like this and say, there you go, you're all clean. Right? Like,
Yeah,
no, you're not, right?
Okay.
You're fucking like, no, I gotta wash that shit out. Right? So I mean that's the same thing. Like I think that shit just sticks on you and then it
I
just
have a test. I have a test for these people who deny.
Yeah.
Is these fucking flat earthers, fucking, you know what I mean? Like conspiracy theorists that think that the tissue does the same thing.
What's
Touch
that?
your fucking asshole after fucking wiping it with a tissue and smell your finger.
Exactly.
And then touch
Not even
your
smell
asshole.
it. Lick it.
if
Lick
you-
it. If you're so confident, touch
If
your
you're
asshole.
confident, do that. Because then I will fucking believe you.
Exactly.
Right? But then again, you might be fucking a dirty degenerate and like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the smell of your fucking asshole.
Oh fuck, dude.
Seeing this guy on TikTok, he's like, he did it, right?
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh, I think I've
it's
seen this.
bad,
Yeah.
but I kind of like
Yeah.
it. He's like, I'm nasty sour. You fuck.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
so-
It's like,
oh, man,
but I
so
like my
funny.
smell. Yeah, dude.
I live in that shit, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, yeah,
Fuck,
but
man.
fuck. But okay, so if we're gonna go into the bidet talk,
Yeah.
we might as well clear the air here.
Sure.
'Cause, we had that conversation on that previous recording.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
didn't, work out, but we have to revisit. This is a very, very, very important topic.
It is. It is.
And I think we'll finish with this. The bidet and wipe, or wipe and bidet debate.
Yep. The
Right?
great
Do
debate.
you wipe first? The great bidet debate.
Exactly.
The great bidet debate.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, I got it.
Yeah,
Got
there
it
you
on
go.
shot,
There you
man.
go.
So people have told me that they wipe first and then they bidet,
Yeah.
and then I am of the belief that you bidet first and then wipe.
Yeah.
Right? What are your thoughts?
In all honesty, dude, like you have to bidet first because it's almost like if you were to jump in the shower and then just put like soap on you right away without wetting it. You know what I mean? Like you're not even wet, you're not even lathered up or anything. You just walk right in, you just start doing this. Like there's nothing. It doesn't affect anything. If you bidet first, you're moistening that area, you're loosening all the little particles and all the leftover, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then it just loosens up. And then when you come in and wipe, you're just scooping up the remaining, right? Like there's only a little bit left. right? Like it
Yeah,
doesn't make
yeah,
sense to do it the other way. Like I don't know. I don't see that as a possible way. You know, what do you
yes.
think?
So okay, I still think that I still continue to bidet first and then wipe.
Yeah, yeah,
But the I will speak on on what I've heard from other people is that like what they're doing is they're doing the rough in. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like they're gonna get they're doing the demo work before they
yeah,
start to actually like clean the walls,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
So they 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 get the hunks of shit out there, the big hunkers,
yeah, yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like, fuck, like what kind of fucking shits are you taking, man? Like, I mean, like, not that I have clean like no wipers all the time, but like
yeah,
fuck, like you know, even even with like some danglers, like fuck it, the spray of the nozzle is gonna fucking
yeah,
disintegrate that thing anyways,
yeah.
right? It's
Exactly.
gonna
It's gonna push it right
it's
off.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not it's like this. It's like okay, if you had shit on the wall, would you would you wipe it up with a towel before you went to go with the hose?
yeah, yeah,
I think I would hose it down to break that thing up
yeah,
because the water is a much better solvent
yeah.
to this thing,
Exactly.
right? And then you can wipe and then water again and then wipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't wipe first, then water, then wipe because you're spreading
Yeah.
it almost,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, you're like almost
See?
pushing it in, like you're almost like
Yeah.
making it even more, like plastering it in even deeper. You
Yes.
know? Yeah,
Yes. Definitely.
it's almost the effect of like cleaning tables. Like when you go to clean a fucking counter or like a surface, you fucking just start wiping the fucking table first without adding any fucking like cleaner or any fucking like
Yes.
Lysol or anything. No, like you have to
Exactly.
spray it down first and then you fucking wipe it. Like like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Because also too, right? Like it's like what you would effectively be doing if you did that. Let's say you spilt salt on the table, right?
Yeah,
You could sweep it up into your hands first. And
Yeah.
that's all good, right? But if you have a wet tissue paper,
yeah,
then it sticks to the tissue paper,
yeah. Exactly.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I'm still of the belief to bidet first and then wipe.
yeah.
But I mean I'm not saying that I'm right and I'm not saying that they're wrong, but
Yeah.
it's just where I stand on things.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's like
It's-
I think that we're validated in our argument. And if somebody out there listening to the podcast, has an opinion to change our
Yeah.
mine or your mind, then you can hit us up on what's our what is our email? Fuck, I forgot.
Oh, you can hit us up at crappersd@gmail.com. You can even hit us up
Yeah.
on X, aka Twitter, at crappersd. Right? You
Do we
can
have an
find us
Instagram
there.
yet? We gotta get
No,
an
not yet,
Instagram.
but we have a TikTok as well.
We got-
Crappers, I believe it's Crappers D as well. I think everything's Crappers D. But I
Okay.
mean, yeah, we'll definitely share some of that as we go on.
Yeah, and we'll also like hopefully be we are doing this via Discord, so you can join the Discord too.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck, what's the Discord? Shit.
The channel.
I don't even know how to use this shit, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, and then we'll add the little
the links.
words and everything on these screens here, like
Subscribe.
all around.
Subscribe,
Like, subscribe,
like, comment,
share.
subscribe. You know all that shit. You know all that shit. Anyways,
man.
this has been Boy,
And Jay.
and we are yeah, we're going now. Bye.
Yeah, Crapper's
Crapper's Delight.
Delight. Thanks for tuning
Peace.
in.